Hi everyone, I'm John Fenzel and we're here at Arlington National Cemetery. You know, this year is the 75th anniversary of the D-Day invasion on June 6, 1944 and the Battle of Normandy that followed. Of course, many of those who were killed there were buried at Normandy American Cemetery and many of the other American cemeteries throughout Europe. Many others were brought home, and many of those were brought right here and laid to rest at Arlington. And still, it isn't necessarily easy to find these men and women, so I thought what I'd try to do is find as many of them as I can and tell you as much as I can about what I know about them. Some of you will have heard about them, even studied them. Others are relatively unknown for most of us, but their service and their sacrifice can't be forgotten. Another challenge is just getting to their final resting places. They're often far in between one another, so it's usually a good hike to get there. So the veteran that we're going to be trying to find here is in section 22. His name is Colonel George W. Aldridge, Jr. He was 69 years old when he passed away, but he was a combat veteran of 3 wars. He died on March 16, 1994 at home in Chevy Chase, Maryland. Colonel Aldridge was commissioned as an infantry officer in the early 1950s, but he entered the Army in 1941. He was serving with the 1st Infantry Division when it landed on Omaha Beach on D-Day, June 6, 1944. When the Korean War broke out, he was stationed in Japan, and he was with the 1st Cavalry Division when it deployed to Korea in July of 1950 with the 1st U.S. troops that reinforced the U.S. and the South Korean forces there. He was a Master Army aviator, and so in 1962 he commanded a helicopter company in South Vietnam's Central Highlands. His last assignment before retiring from active duty was in 1971. He was the director of the Army Operations Center, so he was on the staff of the Army's Des Ops. So what I thought I'd do now is take you over to Colonel Aldridge's grave, and along the way we'll show you some other veterans who are his neighbors right here at Arlington National Cemetery. We're in section 22. You can see here in the distance you've got Earl Warren, former Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. And John Foster Dulles. Here it is, Colonel Aldridge, George W. Aldridge, Colonel, United States Army, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, June 1st, 1924 is when he was born, and he passed on March 16th, 1994. But Colonel Aldridge was a recipient of the Silver Star, the Distinguished Flying Cross, the Bronze Star, 2 Legions of Merit, and 10 Air Medals. Colonel George W. Aldridge, ladies and gentlemen, veteran of D-Day and the Battle of Normandy.